Fellow Toastmasters and our honored guests, we're glad you're here. So some things, my name's Danny, and Danny Lansdale, and I'm a counselor and I do interventions. I also speak at different various treatment centers. And some things that I've learned in public speaking as I'm doing a lecture, because some of these people that I'm speaking to, they've gotten off of drugs, they've gotten off of alcohol, now they're in a treatment center, and now they're bored out of their minds. You know, they don't know what to do, and it's hard for them to pay attention. So some of the skills and some of the things that I've learned while I speak to this kind of a rough crowd is, one thing is engagement, to engage your audience. So I'll ask things like with this audience, how many of you would like to be a better public speaker? Tony? You engage the audience. And some of the things that I'll ask them is, hey, who wants to be happy? And a lot of people, everyone raises their hand, but at sometimes treatment centers, people aren't paying attention. So I'll look around the room and I'll single them out. I'll say, hey, you want to be happy? They're like, oh yeah, I was paying attention, okay. You know, it brings people in. Another thing, when I talk to people is on the engagement, is when you're going around and you're talking to somebody. And I'll single somebody out and I'll be talking to them, but everyone else is paying attention. They're like, hey, where's he going? Who's he talking to? You know, it brings people in and it brings them together. And also being animated. You know, there's this quote, everyone admires the bold, no one honors the timid. So be bold. Be bold. Be as expressive as you could possibly be, because people will recognize that. It's difficult to get your point across when you're staring down and you're talking and you're just saying things. Just shake it up, you know? Tony Robbins says these things. It says, motion creates emotion. So standing up here, I might look funny, I might look weird, but you know what? I'm changing my state for a minute, as opposed to being closed off and just being thinking and sweating. And sometimes tell your audience that you're nervous. I am nervous. I do not like this at all. I mean, this is so weird. All you guys are looking at me. Tell them. Tell them. You know, just tell them how you're feeling in that moment. The audience will sympathize with you. Also, pauses. Pauses are okay. There's nothing wrong with the pause. Sometimes we think that we have to keep talking, and we have to keep talking, and then we go way off track. We don't have to do that. This is my prop. This is how I'm. If you screw up, roll with it. You know what I mean? Roll with it. If something's not there, roll with it. You know? Don't take yourself so serious. It's not. We take ourselves so extremely serious. All eyes are on you. You want to make a good impression. It's nervous and nerve-wracking. Mix it up. Walk around. Be expressive. Tell everyone how you feel. These are things that I'm able to get through with treatment centers. It's difficult to get through to people, you know, because their minds are so many other places. You know, there's this thing about public speaking that I had heard. Public speaking, on the list of things that you fear, they've done a poll, and public speaking is like number 1. Fear of death is down there like number 3. You know, more people are afraid of public speaking than death. So at a funeral, you're better off being the guy in the casket than the guy giving the eulogy. Just these skills, we all want to get better at this. We all want to be a little bit better than we were yesterday. And as we progress, as we get through to each other, public speaking, it isn't that difficult. And practice, 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 practice. Talk, practice, communicate, get through to people, and you'll better yourself. Thank you, guys.